Minister's statement, no compromise on health and safety of students. That's what the Prime Minister said. Let's put this into context. The cancellation of the CBSE board exams for class 12. Joining us is Neha Sharma, who is the principal of GD Goenka Public School, Ghaziabad. And we are also joined by Nidhi Chaudhary from Nidhi Chaudhary is also the principal of CRPF Rohini School, is what I am told. Well, thanks very much. Well, thanks very much for joining us. I also see. Anyway, let me start with you, Ms. Sharma. So the cancellation of the exams. What does this do to the schools? I mean, what kind of work now do you have to do to try and provide this well-defined objective criteria in a time-bound manner?
Okay, namaskar. So, see, as you all are aware, the 10th board examinations were already cancelled, almost a month back. And we were given the objective criterion for class 10th. So, kind of, in a way, we are already in the process of bringing out the result or sharing the data with the board for 10th board. And as far as objective criteria for 12th is concerned, as soon as we get the directives from CBSE board, we'll be working accordingly. But yes, our team is already all prepared to do justice to the child, to do things in a way that no child suffers due to missing out on the board examination.
Okay, we are also joined by Soumya Jain, who's a class 12 student. Soumya, you must be very relieved. The Prime Minister's looked at the issues that the students were facing, anxiety, one of them, a lot of concern. But, I mean, how does this place you with the exams cancelled? What does it relieves you, of course, of the situation of the exam, but what do you think about your future as a result of that?
So already there's been a lot of uncertainty regarding our future, and personally I feel that at any cost, at least our lives are secure for the time being, because when we look at it, the stakes were way too high in taking an exam. I mean, not just 1.5 crore students, but along with them, they would be their parents, their teachers, along with them, there will be the convents providers. So certainly that's a relief that I'm really grateful that the government was considerate enough to cancel the exams. But for the time being, I personally feel that at least for this 1 year, we really need to put our mind at rest and just let things happen as they do. For personally speaking, I know a lot of my friends who have been concerned with college exams, and they've been wondering what will be the policy that follows up next, because what the news is spreading around is that the government will insist on taking internal assessment as our grading system. But a lot of students are concerned that if internal assessment goes as our grading system, then that might cause injustice to a lot of students, because of course most of the exams were taken online this year, and there's clearly not there's clearly not very reliability of that. So we just hope that there's some good criterion that is given for the students, and rest we will observe, and let's see what happens.
Okay, so Ms. Sharma, so the exams were taken, from each school was taken online, and their internal assessment would be based rather not too much on, the personal rapport between teacher and student. Is this going to be some sort of an impediment in judging the students, their overall performance? After all, this is a very crucial year, the 12th standard, and people are expected to keep these results for the rest of their lives, in a sense. These you never know when you're asked to call them up. Sometimes even when you're much later on, when you've done PhDs and things like that, they ask you to, how did you do in your 12th standard exams? These are kind of questions that people are asking. So, how would you like to analyze this situation, judging that this is a very crucial stage in a person's life?
See, I very strongly feel that there's no teacher who will be biased to the extent of harming a child's future. Well, of course, there are teachers' pets, I won't deny that, but that is purely based on the performance of the child. If there is a child who is doing exceedingly well in the classroom, for sure, there's a little bit of, some kind of a bias that a teacher may develop, but it is not something that will harm other children for that matter. And at the same time, when we are working on such a serious thing, like giving them something which will be working as their result, their final result, the result that they'll be presenting to everyone when they move out in future for their jobs, for their college
Right.
admissions, whatever. So by all means, I'm sure that schools are going to take it very seriously. They are not going to take it as something casual. So I very strongly feel that children should not feel scared about this fact that, there may be some biases that may creep in while the teachers are preparing or the schools are preparing for their
Okay.
results. So yeah.
Right. Let me just come back to Neha then. I'm sorry, to Soumya. Soumya, so the basic the question is that you have to do, I mean, you have the choice of doing the exam later on. Is that something that you look forward to? We think that that's something good?
So yes, I definitely consider that as a nice option because, as I said, there's not certainty as of yet whether our internal assessment will do the right justice to us. So in case any of us need, because we have to take a lot of things into consideration. Some of us want to go abroad. Some of us want to get entrances into some top colleges of the country.
Right.
So for that, we definitely need a good result. So in case we feel that we haven't done some sort of justice, or maybe we could have done better had we given the board exam. So I guess that's a nice option to be open, and even I might personally consider it if I am not happy with my grades.
Okay, we're also joined by Ms. Neha Chaudhary, who is the principal of CRPF Rohini School. Thanks very much, ma'am, for joining us. So the situation is that much will now depend on how schools decide on the criteria for the criteria, madam, for how to decide whether a person's done well or not. What do you think would define this criteria, Ms. Chaudhary?
Just a minute. Just a minute, sir.
Right, we are establishing our contact with Ms. Nidhi Chaudhary, but this question has already been answered to some extent by Neha Sharma. But with, Ms. Sharma, let's go a little bit deeper into, in case you have to conduct the exam at a later stage, would that be something that the schools would be, looking forward to? Is that something that would ease your concerns a bit?
See, what I feel is one, I'll just take a bit from what I just shared about how the children are to be, finally given the result.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to 10th graders, for them, this is the first public examination. So, they are a little easy while they are doing
Right.
their internal assessments and all. And they feel that fine, whenever we'll have the final board examination, we'll give our best. But when it comes to 12th graders, their stakes are really high. So they take their internal examinations, all the pre-boards, all the midterms, whatever is being conducted by the school, they take it all very seriously.
Yes.
So I don't think that there will be much of an issue when we are compiling the results of 12th
Okay.
graders, because they don't miss out on exams, because they take it as a preparation for their future college admissions, for their preparation to the next level, and if they are appearing for competitive exams, for that also they take it really seriously. Now, when it comes to schools, as you have asked, if we have to conduct the board examinations later at any point of time, for sure that decision will come when the things will settle down in terms of COVID rate of infections.
Yes.
So,
Obviously.
with all COVID protocols, definitely we can allow children to come to the campus, and we'll make sure that with all safety and security, with all protocols being followed, we safely conduct the examination. So I don't think at a later stage, and that too, I don't think that number will be really high, because
Okay.
as I'm sure that the schools are going to do justice to this task, this responsibility that is being entrusted on them.
Yes.
By all means, the number of students who would like to appear for these board examinations later is going to be much lesser,
True.
as compared to around 12 lakh of students that appears for board examination
Absolutely.
in grade 12 almost.
Indeed, and they should also be looking to get their admission into college, otherwise they'd lose a year, and this whole process would get pushed back way too far. Soumya, so the whole process now of getting into college would require a little more, maybe there'd be many more entrance examinations if that is permitted, if that happens. I mean, and there could be criteria for selection, which is online now. Everyone is doing exams online. So there may be, an internal interview kind of process. So you think that, this is something that students of your age are prepared for?
So one thing's for sure that most of us had been kind of predicting that exams will be cancelled. So students have been specifically preparing for the entrance exams that we are aware of, the major exams that mostly take place every year. But when we talk about special interviews that might happen, I guess that was something that students had not predicted. So we'll have to work on that. But definitely now,
I'm not saying that it has been added. I'm saying that it probably will be. I mean, after all, there's got to be some way of assessing a person, before they join an institution. And this process is available. So you can actually interact and chat. So it may be a criteria for selection. So are you prepared is what I was asking.
Yeah, so we are prepared for, I mean, obviously there's so much uncertainty, so we don't know what exactly might happen. But one thing at the back of our mind, we know that some special thing might be demanded out of us, some special showcase of quality. So we have been preparing for that.
Thank you very much, Soumya and Ms. Neha Sharma. Thank you very much for being with us. Moving on then to our next story. India reported 1,27,510 fresh COVID-19 cases, the lowest in 54 days. The daily